complaints about flooding in Crown Point. Tobago records its 10th murder in a drive-by shooting. Chief Secretary reports success in marketing strategy at World Travel Markets. And Horticulture Day is extended to Wednesday. Good evening, I am Candice Jackson, and this is your Tobago Updates television news for Tuesday, 7th November 2023. Top in the news tonight, the Division of Infrastructure Quarries and Urban Development faced significant criticism as flooding continued in Crown Point despite a $2 million investment in a drainage system. However, the Assistant Secretary in the division and the area representative for Bonaccord Crown Point, Joel Sampson, pointed out that the persistent flooding is due to specific infrastructure in the area, but he explained that the water clears within 20 minutes after the rain stops. More in this report. Recent heavy rainfalls pose a threat to an investment made by the THA, which was intended to mitigate flooding in front of Cocoa Reef in the Crown Point area. This development led to substantial criticism from Minority Leader Calvin Morris and Political Leader of the Unity of the People, Nkosi Phillips.
Just recently, what is even more vexing, just recently, the same place that he was telling us is fixed. Cars had to be turned back just a couple days ago because it was impassable. So imagine spending $2 million saying that you have fixed it, and to date, the problem remains.
We just seen $2 million again spent to fix this water issue that we have at Cocoa Reef. I passed there yesterday and I was like, well, wait, didn't I just see them spend $2 million to fix this issue, and the issue is still there?
We contacted the Assistant Secretary in the Division of Infrastructure Quarries and Urban Development and the representative of the Bonaccord Crown Point area, Joel Sampson, for a statement. He refuted the claims made by the politicians, stating that flooding is not persistent in the manner described. According to Sampson, the primary reason for continued flooding is the presence of buildings in the area obstructing the free flow of water, particularly during heavy rainfall. He added that the drainage mechanisms installed are effective in clearing the water within 15 to 20 minutes after the rain has stopped. However, Sampson acknowledged that the accumulation of garbage and debris in the drains can cause delays in the drainage. He pledged to provide a detailed explanation of how the mechanisms work and the challenges they face with the drainage in the area in a forthcoming interview. Candice Jackson, Tobago Updates Television News. And now to some news of crime. A 34-year-old mother was shot and killed in Blackrock on Monday night. The victim was identified as Shaniqua White from Barataria in Trinidad. Reporter Tanika Cruikshank has more details in this story.
Shaniqua White, a mother of one, was tragically killed in a drive-by shooting in Blackrock on Monday night. Originally from Malik Barataria, White operated a clothing business. She had boarded the APT James on Sunday afternoon to arrive in Tobago for a family friend's funeral. Authorities reported that around 9:10 p.m. on Monday night, White was seated in the passenger seat of a white Nissan Versa, which her boyfriend was driving, traveling south on Blackrock Main Road. As the driver approached the Blackrock Multipurpose Center, he observed a white Nissan Tida with an H plate blocking the Versa's path. The car then slowed down at the speed bump. At that point, gunshots erupted from the Versa as two masked individuals with firearms exited the Tida. Subsequently, the suspect returned to the Tida, which sped away. White sustained multiple gunshot wounds during the incident. At approximately 9:15 p.m., she was transported to the Scarborough General Hospital, where she was pronounced dead. The police were alerted, and a team of law enforcement officers led by Inspector Michelle, Inspector Bacchus, and Inspector Serlin arrived at the scene. Unfortunately, White lost her life while receiving treatment at the hospital. However, her boyfriend, who was also shot, survived the attack. Tanika Cruikshank, Tobago Updates Television News.
The political leader of the Progressive Democratic Patriots, Watson Duke, expressed concerns about the state of crime in Tobago. The island registered its 10th murder last night, and Duke reported that he visited the scene of the crime and indicated that it might be related to other criminal activities within the community.
Be careful. This is not a war where we should be killing each other. I know that many blood has been spilled on both sides of the divide. This gang against that gang. We need to bring a truce. We need peace. We need more laughter and less tears.
Duke believes that a growing number of people in Tobago are living in fear due to the rise in criminal activity. He urged all community sectors, including churches, sporting groups, and businesses, to collectively just pause and put crime on pause.
As we said back in 2017, and we continue to maintain, let us, calling on the guys on the street corner, let us build a better Tobago. Child by child, family by family, village by village. Let's do this for our ancestors.
While he expressed confidence in the police's ability to address the crime situation, he urged Chief Secretary Fali Augustine to guide Tobagonians away from a life of crime.
We have to take stock of this. You said to the Prime Minister, mind your business. This is Tobago business. And these murders are happening in Tobago, on Tobago soil. You have to hold yourself accountable for it.
Duke suggested that Augustine should prioritize ensuring young people have gainful employment opportunities. And moving on, success in marketing strategies is evident at World Travel Market, as stated by both Chief Secretary Fali Augustine and the Secretary of Tourism, Culture, Antiquities and Transportation, Tasha Boris. Today marked day 2 of World Travel Market in London, England, and they had positive views to share regarding the growing number of international arrivals to the destination. More in this report. After promoting Tobago to various international publications at last year's World Travel Market, Secretary of Tourism, Culture, Antiquities and Transportation, Tasha Boris, announced the inclusion of material in a spread of a popular magazine.
Recently, we just had a meeting with Food and Travel magazine, and they have done a 12-page spread on Tobago and on our indigenous cuisine and some of the familiar faces that we have known cooks the best food and makes the best sweets, and have highlighted a number of the accommodations on the island.
As they continue to meet with significant players in the tourism industry, Chief Secretary Fali Augustine cautioned Tobagonians to not anticipate immediate results from their endeavors, particularly concerning securing airlift.
You don't do the work today for tomorrow. So the work we did last year, we are seeing the impact of it this year. And when we started BA is indicating that they're seeing a 20% increase year on year, and that we are pretty close to achieving 2019 figures, which is the pre-COVID figures.
According to 20% growth aligns with the trends seen in the wider Caribbean region. In the meantime, Secretary Boris highlighted that numerous negotiations are underway to persuade airlines to include Tobago as a destination in their flight routes.
But a lot of times with a destination that is still growing in terms of its tourism product, we end up having to pay for airlift. We end up having to put something on the table for planes to fly.
Boris pointed out that the THA must strike a balance between the demand for airlift and the capacity to fund other developmental projects and investments in Tobago.
Things like airlift are very sensitive right now because the world airlift industry is going through its own shocks. Lack of planes, lack of pilots, lack of crew.
However, the presence of a Caribbean Airlines desk at their booth has created opportunities for discussions about enhancing the service on the air bridge. This has left the Chief Secretary feeling optimistic about the prospect of seeing positive changes in the near future.
I presented a strategy yesterday, which I think will bear some fruit, but allow me to have that conversation with the CEO, who is not here. And once that conversation with the CEO is had and there is agreement, then we move quickly towards ensuring that we could remedy that.
World Travel Market continues on Wednesday. Candace Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News. We have more news after the break, so stay tuned.
Hey, hello guys, welcome. Come have a seat. Oh, this is so stylish and I love the fabric. Darlings, you must tell us where you got your new furnishings.
We got them locally at Standard. They've got new chic European furniture, crafted from high quality material.
Oh, Standard?
No, it's standard. Their brand new Hive collection.
Experience luxurious European furniture at a price you will love. The Hive Collection, now exclusively available at Standard.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
The Division of Settlements, Public Utilities and Rural Development has relocated its Crown Point office to Glen Road in Scarborough to better serve you, our clients. Our main office is located at the corner of Glen Road and Glen Road Branch Number 1, the building formerly occupied by Costa. Our grant and electrical inspectorate services can be accessed at Number 2 Montessori Drive in Glen Road, Building 1 and 2.
Welcome back. Chief Secretary Fali Augustine announced that the Executive Council is preparing to return to the Assembly Legislature to present the reprioritized budget for fiscal year 2024 at the end of November. The Executive Council went into retreat last week to decide on the investments and projects to undertake during the upcoming fiscal year.
Absolutely. We'll be returning to the House end of November. We're sitting at the end of November, and subject to the broad policy things that were pitched last week from Upper Space side, on the 15th, we sit with all the accountants in the space, led by the administrators and the chief administrator, and work out the dollars and cents behind these broad policy objectives and projects.
The THA requested $4.54 billion from central government, but received only $2.585 billion, which it was allocated as follows: $2.289 billion for recurrent expenditure, $260 million for capital development, $18 million for unemployment relief program, and $9.2 million for CPEP. Last week, Augustine stated that the THA would need to explore alternative financing methods for several developmental projects in Tobago to compensate for the shortfall in funding. And now, Tobago artists expressed their desire for greater recognition during a broadcast of 40-hour soca artist Simba Lion and producer Michael Ski discussed their views on the successes and shortcomings of Tobago Carnival. More in this report from Ariana Scipio.
During the show, soca artist Simba Lion shared his perspective on what could have been improved for this year's Tobago Carnival. He believes that the Soca Titans competition should not be the sole avenue for Tobago artists to gain recognition.
So you have to compete. The only chance you get as a Tobago soca artist is to compete. I saying competing is okay, you know. We just have that, no problem, it's good. It helps build you. Right? But still, you must be able to have some shows that is designed for local entertainers.
Right.
He also expressed the view that more Tobago music should have been featured during the Tobago Carnival.
The mass band owners, right, them is the one responsible for hiring a DJ.
Okay.
Right? And they're also responsible for letting the DJ know what they want to play when they cross in this area, or if to focus on this music. So I'm trying to find who to point the finger.
Music producer Michael Skeet concurred with Simba Lion, adding that numerous artists, both established and emerging, participated in the Soca Titans competition. He believes that, aside from music, with a Tobago focus, the island's identity for Carnival should also include mud mass.
We need that presence, mud. So because as Simba, so when you look at Grenada, you're seeing Jab. When you watch at Tobago, you must see mud.
You must see mud.
You must see pretty mass.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we shouldn't have pretty mass too, but the overall
the product
of Tobago
is more so mud than the
However, Skeet believes that centralizing Carnival in Scarborough was a commendable idea. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
As Credit Union Month comes to a close, the Cooperative Credit Union League of Trinidad and Tobago concluded their series of events in Tobago with an award ceremony. This ceremony celebrated the end of Credit Union Month and featured speeches from Sutika Williams-Orr and Minister Foster Cummins. Ariana Scipio provides the details.
Assistant Secretary in the Office of the Chief Secretary, Sutika Williams-Orr represented the Chief Secretary at the Cooperative Credit Union League of Trinidad and Tobago award ceremony. She mentioned that this year holds great significance for the League as they are commemorating 75 years of International Credit Union Month.
75 years means that you have firmly consolidated your space within the financial ecosystem, and you are now closer to attaining the glorious century.
Continuing, she expressed that the role of the credit union sector should not be overstated, and she views them as developmental partners of Tobago and, by extension, Trinidad.
From humble beginnings, many credit unions have grown into financial powerhouses, with some boasting of assets today in the billions. Additionally, it is safe to say you remain the preferred choice for the small man.
Making an appearance at the award ceremony was the Minister of Youth Development and National Service, Foster Cummins. He shared how credit unions have assisted him throughout his life, enabling him to purchase a vehicle and a house. Minister Cummins conveyed his readiness to engage in discussions with the League to help shape the future of the nation. He also listed ways in which the government can support them.
As far as the government is concerned, we will give the support to realize some of the things that you've been asking for a very long time, which is revised legislation, ability to encash government checks, deposit insurance, and all of the things that you've been talking for a long time. We are going to do as best as we can to achieve as much of that with your collaboration.
The minister extended his congratulations to them for their 75 years of celebration and encouraged them to continue their good work. Awards were presented for various accomplishments within the credit union industry. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
We have more news after this break, so stay with us.
You know, who would I ever believe, Jessica could take care of a child,
I know, right? I'm a kinship foster parent to my nephew Malik.
Papa, you remind me of my grandmother, you know, when she used to take care of my cousins.
If I didn't step in, I don't know where he would have ended up. Plus, I get support from Children's Authority, training, and counseling.
But Jessica, you're not married?
That doesn't matter once you have a safe home and you're related to the child. You're good.
So they just gave money to do this?
Yeah, they do give me some money.
So, Auntie, you can buy a lamb I gave you for me?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Malik, but that money's to take care of you. Okay, smubble up ears.
I will not try. Mommy, you can buy a
No.
Wait, I didn't even finish my sentence.
About Lamborghini, you could get lamb stew for lunch.
Auntie Jessica could only come when you come in, because all them does do is talk people business.
Malakay, I'm going to go in on the bed.
But mommy, the boy don't even live here.
Go to your bunkers.
What? Bunkers? Where's that?
I think I'm getting pretty good at this.
The Division of Settlements, Public Utilities and Rural Development has relocated its Crown Point office to Glen Road in Scarborough to better serve you, our clients. Our main office is located at the corner of Glen Road and Glen Road Branch Number 1, the building formerly occupied by Coastal. Our grant and electrical inspectorate services can be accessed at Number 2 Montessori Drive in Glen Road, Building 1 and 2.
Rotisserie, mouth-watering fries, salads, combos, and specials galore. Feeling for something to eat? Come and see. Our rotisserie is seasoned to the T. Kicking chicken, masala, and jerk roast. Crispy fries made from scratch. Who do you know can beat that? Or salads freshly cut and packed. When you taste it, you'll be wanting to come back. So come check us out on number 2 Robinson Street, Uptown Scarborough, Tobago. We open on Saturday nights from 7:30 to 11:30 p.m. Monday to Thursday, we're open from 10 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. and on Friday, 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us at 772-7443 and all social media handles at the Rotisserie Factory.
But this place is boring, you know. We don't even do nothing. Let me go somewhere now.
I really want some new things, yes? Then look no further. Portmore is the place for you.
Oh, really?
Yes, you can have anything that your heart desires. Take a look for yourselves. A world of endless opportunities. Feeling hungry? Go get something to eat. Books and stationeries, games, and much more. Portmore, the island's beat.
Opposition Senator Jolene John questioned the Minister of Public Utilities, Marvin Gonzalez, whether any other cabinet member, minister, senator, or member of parliament experienced leaks during the recent cyber attack on TSTT. This query stems from previous reports indicating that sensitive information of the Prime Minister was found on the dark web. Gonzalez responded by stating that he had no reports to confirm any member of parliament had been affected.
I am advised that the board has already taken steps towards facilitating the commencement of this probe. Additionally, TSTT is still in the process of evaluating all aspects of the attack, including the validation of all reported information in the public domain, that is, the personal data of all our citizens, inclusive of members of cabinet and parliamentarians.
Gonzalez also dismissed the claims that the Prime Minister's personal information was leaked.
I have information, Mr. President, that the report in yesterday's Guardian that refers to one Keith Rowley is not that of the Honorable Prime Minister. And that is the reason why that this matter warrants an independent and thorough investigation so that we can truthfully report to the public on this very critical issue.
He conveyed that the situation remains of great concern to the government of Trinidad and Tobago, and all resources are being made available to address the issue. And now moving on, Horticulture Day took place at the Food Hub in Shore Park today as part of the 2024 World Food Day observance. Numerous farmers participated, showcasing a diverse range of plants. Ariana Scipio has the highlights in this story.
This event provided people with the opportunity to showcase the plants they have been cultivating to visitors. Despite the rain, many people still participated. An AO2 in the Division of Food Security, Natural Resources, the Environment and Sustainable Development, Keishel Percy, who also serves as the chairman of the World Food Committee, shared with us what Horticulture Day entails.
Well, the Horticulture Day is really part of the World Food Day activities. Normally, we have the 2-day activities, and it's 2 big events. Encompasses everything: livestock, markets, fresh produce, value-added stuff, and of course, horticulture.
Additionally, farmers shared information about their displays, which featured a wide variety of plants and offered their insights on the event.
So it's Jasmine's Flower Shop. I'm basically running this to my grandfather, Lennox Davidson. So he's been dealing with these plants for over 20 years, so it's basically his hobby from then on. So he has a variety of plants that he collected from either outside of Trinidad and Tobago or from Trinidad. So he basically is a connoisseur.
Welcome to Shannon Ceiling Nursery, at Blue Food, where we brought some succulents. We have a wide variety of cacti, seedlings. We have like sorrel, tomatoes, lettuce, pak choy. We also have different variety of ornamental flowers. Some are very rare, which it was real hard to get.
It was successful, yeah, for me. I was busy, so I don't really get to look around at the other people on them, but yeah, people come out. Rain was falling. I was surprised to see so much people come out in the rain.
The event has been extended until Wednesday, November 8, 2023 to accommodate more visitors. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
Now for the weather update from the TNT Met Office. A localized flooding alert at a yellow level is currently in effect. Tonight, the weather will be intermittently cloudy with occasional light showers or rain in some areas. There is a moderate 40% chance that some of these showers may intensify, becoming heavy and potentially accompanied by thunderstorms in a few locations. The minimum temperatures are expected to reach 25 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow's forecast indicates variable cloudiness with showers and rain primarily during the morning hours. There is a moderate 40% likelihood of these showers becoming heavy and possibly thundery in isolated areas. Conditions are expected to improve during the late afternoon, with temperatures reaching a high of 32 degrees Celsius and a heat index of 36 degrees. Seas may occasionally become choppy, especially in near heavy showers with waves up to 2 meters in open waters, while sheltered areas will experience waves below 1.3 meters. The sun will rise at 5:56 a.m. and the sunset is expected at 5:36 p.m. And that is how we end this evening's newscast. And recapping the headlines before we go, the public complains about flooding in Crown Point. Tobago records its 10th murder in a drive-by shooting. Chief Secretary reports success in marketing strategy at World Travel Market, and Horticulture Day is extended to Wednesday. I am Candice Jackson. Have a good night.